Good blessed Saturday night, April the 12th, 2025. The time being 7:39 p.m. I greet all human beings all around the world. All around the world. All around the world. All around the world. All around the world with a universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're my family friends nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say or do. That's your prerogative. You have a First Amendment to the United States Constitution. A freedom of press, a freedom of speech, a freedom to protest, a freedom to gather, and a freedom to associate. Long as you're doing all of this in a non-violent, peaceful manner. Now, if you on probation or parole, you might want to check with your probation or parole officer and see if you can do any of the above mentioned without being violated of your probation or parole. If you're a felon, you want to do the same thing. You want to check with the local law enforcement officials to see if you're violating any laws in that geographical location. But first, I want to say happy, blessed 34th birthday to my oldest grandchild, Melissa. My oldest son, oldest child, daughter. May he rest in peace. May God bless you to see many more healthy birthdays. Also, it's something else that I want to do that I think all of the city of Charleston, Missouri should do, those that stand for what's right. We just recently had an election for Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County City Council. I voted for 3 individuals. All 3 of them was black. I didn't vote for them because they was black. I voted for it because of a change. Because some of them that was on there or used to be on there hasn't done nothing that I seen for the black community, for the southwest side of Charleston, Missouri. And one of them live on the southwest side of Charleston, Missouri. But anyway, I want to give honors and respect to the 2 black females. I'm going to tell y'all, to me and other leaders, because I'm an ambassador of God. I'm an activist, independent. I'm a civil and human rights activist, a community activist. I'm a born leader by birth. And me and thousands of others that watched this election here in Charleston, Missouri, we want y'all to know that y'all was victorious. And that's Miss Talisha T. Mays and Unica Kimball. I salute both of y'all in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Comforter, the Holy Spirit. Y'all was victorious. Y'all did something some men wouldn't do in this town and stood up for a change. Now I'm going to tell y'all this, don't be discouraged, because what y'all did was, y'all really some fellas. Y'all made some people down there in the grave that don't never want to see what they seen this year. Y'all turn some heads in the graveyard. But I want y'all to keep in mind now, it's at least about 5,000 people in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. And I believe 50 to 55 or 51% is black. Now, the way the polls went, it shows you Jackie Whiteside that lives on the southwest side of town where 99% is black. You never see him in the black community doing anything. Matter of fact, this is where he hang out, right up here on Main Street where he live at. You see Monica Gooden, whatever her name is, Monica Gooden, does nothing for the black side of town. But yet, they voted both of them back in. They didn't want to see y'all in there because they don't want no change. They satisfied with what's going on. You see, they had Rodney Jones on this side of town, on Main Street, on the southwest side of town. I'm going to show y'all where he started up here, close by A.D. Simpson Park, telling people to vote for Monica Gooden. But Rodney Jones got his programs to be in the black community. Then you go down, you scratch on down to the north side of Main Street. Lester Gillespie got the sign where he live at, 99.99% white. And I'm not saying this in a race matter. I'm saying it being factual about it. This town still is racist. And it ain't all police. It ain't all sheriff employees. It ain't all people in the courthouse. But the problem is, if you look at it, back in 1996, Lester Gillespie was convicted of voter fraud. He was working for a crook then, Joker Warren. You see, Joker Warren had the courthouse burnt down. Y'all notice we got the new courthouse. He had the courthouse burned down because it was stuff that the feds was coming to look for that would have took him and a lot of other people down. But they had their fall guy, Lester Gillespie. It took a Wall Street journalist, undercover investigative journalist, that took Lester Gillespie down. Look up the history. Got him for voter fraud. And what he did then, y'all don't know he secretly did it this year in 2025. Back then in 1996 or 7, Lester Gillespie came in the black neighborhood where his master sent him to get all the drug addicts and the alcoholics and give them anything that equivalent to $1. You can even have one paper dollar, a cigar, a can of Old English beer, or a bag of candy to vote for who his master wanted him to vote for. This year, people told me about he was giving out $20 Casey gift cards. What y'all think that was for? Coincidentally, during the time to vote. You remember he was convicted of voter fraud. But I'm going to leave that alone. But if y'all want change, every black person that y'all think that's for you may not be for you. Every white person that you think may be against you may not be against you. But I'm going to tell you this here. All you got to do is look. Those 3 times or 3 or 4 times that they had at Lincoln School in the parking lot, what y'all call the rocks or whatever you want to call it, when they had all them preachers, all these so-called activists, NAACP, talking about Charleston for change, how much change have you seen? Why did Unica Kimball just get 108 votes. 3 of them was me and my 2 daughters, 18 and 19. Why did Miss Mays just get, I believe, 180 or 185? 3 of them was me and my daughters. Where was all these other people? We know Rodney Jones, Lester Gillespie, Mike Owens, Boo Boo. We know they was dragging some of the blacks, giving them little gifts to not vote for these 2 sisters. But God seen it all. But if you want to change, you got to keep fighting. See, I'm not a politician. If I was a politician here in Charleston, Missouri, it's only 2 spots that I would go for. 1 for the sheriff or 1 for the governor. Because there's a lot of individuals, black and white, that'll be locked up. You see what I'm saying? That'll be locked up. You see, I know I ain't liked by blacks and whites. Anytime somebody threatened me when I'm going to court against an individual that's twice younger than me, 315 pounds, 6'5", come on my property and attack me with mace and get out on a $500 bond. Then when I go to court, sitting to see what the process gonna be, and his brother threatened me, and I filed charges, and the charges went to the prosecuting attorney's office, I'm assuming. But yet, this was on April the 9th, or the 2nd, April the 2nd. Now tell me this here, why ain't charges brought on them yet? I know they got up to a year, but can I go in the courtroom and not satisfied with what the judge or the prosecuting attorney have did to the people that attacked me and tell them I'd have slapped the shit out of you, and I'm wondering would I be arrested in the courtroom? But see, it don't make me no different. One thing about me, I know how some of the people in law enforcement, not all, feel about me. But I tell you, what you doing is you putting people in danger, because if that Negro would have put his hand on me, I'd have sent his big ass to the cemetery. If his brother ever run up on me again like he did, I'll send him to the cemetery. And that go for anybody. I don't give a damn if you're a police or a judge. When you run up on and attack me, I know 9 out of 10 times ain't nothing gonna happen to him in court, but I will protect myself. But the only way it's gonna change if y'all get people in there like them 2 sisters that ran. They remind me of Harriet Tubman and Rosa Parks. When they told Rosa Parks to get up and let the white woman sit down, she refused. She didn't go to the back of the bus. She said, I paid my fare. Harriet Tubman, I want y'all 2 sisters that ran, y'all remember this here. Harriet Tubman said, I have reasoned this out in my mind. Y'all keep this in y'all mind, both of you young sisters. I had reasoned this out in my mind. There's 2 things that I have a right to. Liberty or death. If I can't have the one, I would have the other. This quote they said was wavering in her mind, that she was so committed and dedicated to freedom that she would put her own life on the line. That's what I did for 29 years. I done took attacks. I've been called nigger. I've been assaulted by blacks physically. But yet I still stood. 67 years old. I know I'm not the best looking of guys, but all those that attack me, I bet you they don't look nowhere good as me. You see what I'm saying? They probably out of shape. And if I would have did what they did to me, they wouldn't have stood. They would have been unconscious or dead. But they don't know God changed me around. He turned me around, y'all. He turned me around. Enemies, he turned me around. If he didn't turn me around, your whole damn family would be dead fucking with me. Do y'all understand that? Y'all excuse my language, but I get frustrated sometimes. Jesus got frustrated. I know he didn't cuss. But I'm going to leave it this here. I thank God that I taught my 2 daughters to be independent. My 19-year-old, she learned how to file taxes on her own, so she filed her and her sisters. You see what I'm saying? Both of them learned how to drive and got their permits at 15 years old. Got their driver's license at 16 years old. Been working since they've been 16 years old. All I'm asking him to do, when you choose an individual, I ain't talking about a boyfriend. You don't need a damn boyfriend. Y'all 18, 19, going on 19 and 20. You need a man or a husband. When you choose one, don't let him be no liability. Don't let the Negro sit at home while you working. Because if he doing that shit before you get married, when you have kids, he gonna do that shit then. Deal with somebody that's gonna be motivated like these 2 sisters. They stood up for this community, but the community didn't stand up for her. 108 people did for Unica. 180-something did for Talisha. Amazed. But y'all could have did better. But if you gonna continue that fight, see, cause I ain't continuing my fight. This is probably my last video concerning this city and the things that's going on, because the city done made they voice be heard. This is what they want. You see what I'm saying? All them people that could have voted for y'all, they were down at the Xavier Fest spending all their damn money. And then when it comes to Labor Day, they gonna have to get a curfew like a little damn kid, come in before the damn sunshine. Peace be still. This is where all them missing black voters was at. This is where they at now. He having fun, food, family, friends. Dogwood Festival. Some of them don't even know what it's all about. I have nothing against anybody that celebrates the Dogwood Festival. I have no reason to celebrate it because it's not anything that benefit anything that I've been doing here in Charleston, Missouri for the past 29 years. I'm gonna leave it at this here. To each his own. You can do what you want to do. But I ask those that's attacking me, look at that old school, y'all. That's Buzz Moran, Al Capone. But I ask all of y'all that been attacking me to stop. You can dislike what I say or what I put up, but stop physically attacking me. Then those of y'all that don't like me, leave my daughters alone. Because that's one thing that will make me come out of retirement and be willing to, like Harriet Tubman, to sit on death row or doing natural life in prison somewhere when you fooling with my daughters. You see, what you gonna see next, it won't be able to help you. A hearse will be taken. Charleston, Missouri. Ambulance coming down.
He smelled.
That's what I used to do, y'all. Hope everything is all right. I believe it's Throwback Thursday, going down to, look like it's Oliver Street that they going down to. And the projects around the corner, they turned this projects down at Charleston Missouri Housing Authority. Hope everybody is all right. It's Throwback Thursday, April the 3rd, 2025. Peace, be still.